Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me. Um, I'm just going to wait for a few of you to arrive, and I'm going to put some foundation on. All I've done today is Unisex Healthy Glow and a bit of lipstick, which I haven't even got tissues with me. Jack, would you mind getting me some tissues, please? My little helper. Thank you. Oh, that'll do. Hello, Jess. Hello, Shoshana. So all my schedule has been kind of schedule. You say schedule, I say schedule.
But it's called Central.
Right, has been disrupted. So I had foot health at 12 o'clock
Schedule.
today. All right, Jack, please don't put mummy off, because I really can't think straight at the moment, as you know. Now I do want to say something, because somebody posted. I just wanted to say hi to Leslie. She may not be here at the moment, but Leslie posted a lovely message this morning and said, we really want to get an update on your foot because I was in pain yesterday. Hello, Gemma. And I'm in pain today. And I'm trying to get the balance right, guys. I just want to talk about this quickly because I've always said that I don't want sympathy votes. You know, I don't want to come on and start going, oh, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. But at the same time, Leslie kind of reminded me that you're all kind of on my side and you all want to know how I am. Hi, Pamela. And to be honest, I haven't been great the last couple of days. My legs have been burning, and here's my little son with his new glasses. And I haven't, but I don't like to come on and sort of be seen to be moaning. I'm trying to get the balance right. But then Leslie made me aware. Hello, Leslie. Thank you. Leslie made me aware that you're all my friends and you want an update and you're concerned. So I try and be upbeat, but maybe in being upbeat, I've not actually told you enough. So I'm trying to get the balance right because I don't want to be coming on every day sort of saying, oh, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. Nobody wants to watch that. But at the same time, I don't want to keep things from you, and it's just trying to get the balance right. So, yeah, I haven't been great. My foot's nice glasses, Jack, Pamela said. I haven't been great. My foot's healed, but it's still sore, really sore. And I think I'm adjusting my gait to try and protect me from pain, which is causing pain elsewhere. So I'm getting really bad back pain, pain in my other leg, pain in my foot, pain. Hence the nail thing, because I've been up in the middle of the night in pain, trying to distract myself from it. And when you have to focus on getting your nails right, you'd be surprised. It kind of helps you to really switch off. It's like a form of meditation. That's all right. Thanks, Shoshana. So Leslie reminded me that I need to talk a little bit about it, but just bear with me because I'm trying to get the balance right. I know that you've all said that, you know, I'm inspirational and I cheer you up, and I don't want to be somebody that's not inspirational and that doesn't cheer you up. But at the same time, this channel is also about my disability as well as makeup. So, and you're never going to please everyone. There's going to be somebody that says, oh, look, she's always moaning about being in pain, probably, but hopefully they're not people to worry about because they're not my friends. So anyway, I've been to Foot Health today. It was at 12 o'clock. I said it's healed, but it really is very, very sore, and it's got me down the last couple of days. He looked at it, there was blood around it. It's still healed, but there was dried blood and a lot of, sorry to go into detail, but a lot of dead skin. And he said it's still very vulnerable, so I've got to put my air cast on. And oh, thank you. You are human. If you're suffering, you should speak up. Thank you. It's just, you know what? It's been such a long-standing struggle since last October. We all care, Ali, and we think, oh, do you know what? These comments come up so quickly. Thank you. But it's good to share and have a moan. It does you good. We're on your side. Thank you. It's just, I think because it's been going on for so long since last October, you're going to make me well up now. Sorry. Because it's been going on so long since October, if I was to be mega open about it, I'd always be on talking about it, and then you'd soon get bored. You know, or I would get. I bore myself sometimes. You're also kind. You've made me well up now. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I didn't want to do this. Okay. So yeah, I've got to go back in the aircast. I've got to move, and I'm sure that by moving, it's going to make it worse because I'm going to be on my feet a lot more. But once I've moved, I'm going to be able. Thank you. Once I move into a bigger place, what that means is it's going to be perfect because I'm going to be able to use a wheelchair indoors. And I think my body's telling me now that I need to use a wheelchair indoors. I think the time has come. It's screaming at me, it's shouting at me, and it's saying, you need to sit down. And I can't physically do that in my flat because there's not enough room to maneuver a wheelchair. So once I move, I'm sure that things will correct themselves because I'll be able to use a wheelchair indoors as well as outside. At the moment, I cannot listen to my dear body. It will be a godsend. And I'm looking at getting one that is specifically indoors, that is very narrow, and it's a bit like, you know, with cars, you have a four-wheel drive. Don't cry, you'll set me off and I'm wearing mascara. No, I won't. I'm pulling myself together as I'm talking to you guys. Thank you. So you know, four-wheel drives on a car, you can get a wheelchair that's a little bit like a four-wheel drive, so that the wheels are actually, they all turn, so that when you turn round in a tight space, it's going to turn you round. So they're specifically designed wheels for indoors so that you can get round little corners and nooks and crannies, but it's not designed for going outside. We can pimp your rides. So yeah, I mean, it's another tough transition, isn't it? Because I've been able to walk since I was 3, albeit not very far. And the things that I used to do in my 20s, you wouldn't believe, you know, it was always difficult, but I could get around. And then, of course, in about 2015, I realised I couldn't walk outside anymore. And I think now my body is saying, if you saw my feet and if you felt the pain, my body is saying it's time to stop walking too much indoors. Not maybe completely, but for things like household tasks, cooking, putting the washing and the drying in. And bless him, my other half does most of the washing now. But he does. He does. Mick does a lot of the washing. Anyway.
Revealing.
And Jack. And Jack helps me.
Names.
Oh, it's all right. He's being my censor.
They're gonna track down
Jack's being my censor.
They're gonna track down his address.
He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind me mentioning his name.
They're gonna track down where he lives, and they're gonna be.
Anyway.
Like, are you dating her?
See, he's distracting me. He's distracting me. Right. Okay. Anyway, so thank you all. I know he does, and he puts me off. I love him to bits, but the minute he starts talking, I completely forget what I'm saying. And at the moment, because I'm in pain, you know, I start getting what I call pain brain, and I completely mince up my words. And I didn't realise I did it as much until I started my channel. And I know when I'm in pain, I'm watching out now when I'm editing my videos, because I know that I'm going to say something really stupid in them and it's not going to make any sense, or I'm going to get names mixed up. So when I edit, I go in and I'm watching out for, like yesterday, I said about concealer, you know, if you're warm, then you go to neutral. And I said, if you're warm, you go to medium. It didn't make any sense. But anyway, thank you. Now, listen, because I haven't been very mobile this week, I haven't done a runner with your prizes. So anyone that has won a prize last week, they are on their way. It's just I haven't managed to get out yet to do the posting, but they are there. And if Bet Kai Edzabet is around, I think I said Batkai last week, and I think it's Betk. If Betk is around, can you please email me, because I don't have your address yet to send you your prize. Everyone else, they're all ready to get parcelled up, and I'm going to try and do that this afternoon. Now, the other thing I wanted to say was I promised you all Walk of Shame. Well, Charlotte Tilbury organisation should be doing a Walk of Shame today, Charlotte Tilbury, because I ordered it yesterday at 10 to 12, and luckily I screenshot and timestamped my orders, and it wasn't dispatched until 5 yesterday. So it's not been dispatched to my delivery company, and I know he's messing about in the background. I'm sorry about my wind. So I know. So anyway, see, I've got completely distracted what I'm saying. So anyway, Walk of Shame is not going to arrive here yet, but I thought I've been having a look at Walk of Shame, and I know a lot of you have been asking, is this similar to anything else she's brought out? You know, we've been stung with Dreamgasm a little bit when we found out that there were duplicates. And I don't know because I haven't got the palette in front of me, but I've been having a little look at it this morning, and I thought I would do a look that is going to be quite similar to what I've seen of Walk of Shame, to see if I can kind of dupe it. I know, fart noise is always funny. So, I tell you what I thought looks quite...
This?
looks quite similar. I think Vintage Vamp's definitely quite similar. Why are farts funny? I always laugh. And they're not farts. You do know it's a balloon, don't you? I hope you know that. One of my tablets that I'm on is called Baclofen. It helps with rigidity in my muscles, and it helps to relax your muscles, and I've often called it Fartofen because it relaxes the wrong muscles sometimes. Okay, now enough of farting. This is a beauty channel. All right, enough now. It was funny at first, but it's going to get annoying in a minute. All right, I thought I'm going to use these because I think what was this first line? I don't think she's given it a name, but I think this first line looks quite similar to what I've seen online. Look at that. That's got quite a reddish tone. And I think looking at the pop shade looks quite similar to that, right? And maybe a bit of this. And maybe a bit of Vintage Vamp. So I'm going to do a look like that and see if I can emulate. And so when my Walk of Shame arrives tomorrow, I'll see if I can make it look the same. And they'll be sorry it's late. But I know that you're all waiting to see comparisons. So I thought I'd do a comparison before I get it. Nothing will stop me. Anyway, I've put Unisex Healthy Glow on. I haven't put any sort of foundation. But do you know what? I'm going to put on some Magic Away. I was going to put foundation. But you know what? I've got Unisex Healthy Glow. That's plenty. And with a dry beauty blender, which will give me a bit more coverage than a damp one, I'll just pat some Magic Away into areas that could do with a little bit more coverage, because I've got Unisex Healthy Glow on, and put some under my eyes. So you're not allowed to make me cry anymore, so nobody be nice about me being in pain, please, because my eyes are going to run. On the Really Reblug, one colour looks a deep rosy pink gold shade. Yeah, which looks quite... What if we make you cry with laughter? That's allowed. Does it look like that? That looks like a pink rosy shade. I know it's not going to be the same, but let's see if we can try and dupe it before it arrives. Let's see if I can manage to do it from a visual memory. Be careful not to swear. Why would I swear? Who's swearing? Yeah, I have to tell Jack to be careful sometimes when he's playing his games. Yeah, I don't like swearing even when I'm not live. I tell him one of these days I'm going to take him to the sink and wash his mouth out with soap.
And one of these days, your subscribers are going to think you farted.
Well, don't worry. I can mix it to make it a deeper pink. Let's see if we can mix it. Now, Jack, you've got a task apart from letting off balloons. I need you to get me my lipstick box. You know where my lipstick box is, don't you? Where is it? Yeah. Get me my lipstick box because I want Walk of Shame as well. Right, that'll have to do. Will do. I'll put a little bit on my eyes as well. So should we call this live Charlotte Tilbury's Walk of Shame?
Oh, that's a bit of an overreaction.
What?
They said, Jack, you can always call Childline.
Oh! What, for washing his mouth out in the sink? My nan used to threaten that. It was either that or hot chili sauce.
Yeah, when they put a hot chili sauce on your tongue and they
She
make
said
you
it's
not...
a joke, Jack.
No, people actually do that. They put hot chili...
No, about Childline.
Yeah, I know, but they put hot sauce on kids' tongue and make them not swallow it.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't do it, but I might. But, you know, it was always the threat of it happening. Jack, please stop with the balloons now. Please. I'm on a train laughing out loud. See, he always knows how to cheer me up when I'm in pain. I'm just putting a bit of powder on. I've just taken out my old one now. I don't know what I'm doing.
It went in the paper shredder.
It went... The balloon went in the paper shredder. It's a pity it didn't shred it.
I'll just get a new one.
Right, for any of you, I should put a warning at the beginning of this live. Any of you that don't like to hear children in the background or disruptions of any kind on your makeup videos, switch off now. Because this is not a... What is it? A beauty guru. This is my wonderful life with flowers in the background and soft music and nice white painted walls. It's just me. This is why I love your lives. Well, exactly. You know, I can only be me. That's it. And, but you can still glam your face up. That's the thing. You don't have to have this 24-carat lifestyle in order to have a 24-carat face. Right, let's get some eyeshadow brushes out. Jack, can you pass me my eyeshadow brushes, please? You know where they are. My technical assistant. I've got a couple here.
What?
I've got a couple, but could you just pass me some of those brushes in the white thingy, please? Thank you. Just in case I need different ones. Do we think Jack will be a makeup artist?
There was a live stream once.
Yeah. But do you think you'll be a makeup artist, Jack?
No, I'll be a normal artist.
A normal artist. He wants to be an artist, but I don't think a makeup artist. But you never know.
I'm not James Charles
Right,
over
do
here.
you know what? I'm going to get Vintage Vamp out as well to use the prime shade. I can't remember what the prime shade looks like.
Mum, read the comment. Read the comment.
Come to my house. It's loud and mad. I always say we're the neighbours from hell. Well, there you go. You know, this is real life. Doesn't mean we can't... A lot of people put their makeup on to switch off from all of that. I do laugh when I see these people that have got these flowers in the background and the white walls and the
James Charles.
and you know the glasses, and they're on Instagram. I'm not. It's great. It's lovely. We all want the dream, and it's great. I'm not trying to down them, but it makes me laugh because it makes me think that's just not what I am, and some people might get a bit depressed by that and think, oh God, I wish my life was like that. But it is just a capture of, it's just a capture on a frame of a photo. We don't know that their life is like that, you know. Hopefully it is. I'm not resenting it for a minute, but it just makes me laugh because,
Or maybe Snapchat filters.
you know, there's no flowers and caviar around here.
Or maybe Snapchat filters.
Yes, Jack. Well, I'm not saying that because that's making accusations and that's nasty. And I want to be kind. Now, this is Vintage Vamp, which was my first eyeshadow palette. And I do think that it's quite similar to this as well. A little bit. Look at that. So that's a deep reddy brown. So I'm just going to go in with this prime shade of Vintage Vamp. I'd love my house to look like a show house, but can never achieve it. No. We're all unique, yes. Exactly. And I do think for some people, they do get depressed because they do compare themselves and they think my life is nowhere near like that. And then, but actually what they don't realise is probably their life isn't either. You know, you can choose to show what you want to show on social media. You know, I can choose to show you the chaos, or I could just get a big screen in the background and make it look like this room. I could have put a great big mirror and made you think this room was double the size. And I'm not really sitting at my dining table doing my makeup. You know, if I wanted to, I could do that, but I'm not criticising anyone that does. I can see it's part of the whole thing. Yeah. Well, Jack, that's not quite the same, darling. That's one of those slankets that you put your feet in that we have on the sofa. It's not quite the same as a glam makeup guru that kind of has a mirror in the background, but nice try, honey. No one, well, I say no one, but some people are starting to show the bad days, but we need more. Thought Vintage Vamp had a lot more reddish tones. It's sort of reddy purple. So we'll do something anyway. Yes, Jack.
What?
Right, so I'm now going to go in. I've just put that all over my lids. I'm now going to go in with... I'm going to go in with this one here. Just put that on my lids. It's kind of a rose gold. And I'd imagine that once you use the Pop of Shame, going to look a little bit like that. Yeah, I could have called this live video Charlotte Tilbury's Walk of Shame and then said the Walk of Shame is that they didn't deliver it. But I think I'd get a few thumbs down for that. So I won't. I'll be accused of clickbaiting. The Walk of Shame is that they don't deliver it as promised.
The Walk of Shame is more.
Maybe that's it. Maybe there isn't a palette at all. Maybe when you order Walk of Shame, the shame is that they don't deliver it. Right, okay. So, next on, I'm going to take this one here, which is a reddy kind of shimmery one. And I'm just going to build that up in the side to enhance. Now, I do think there's quite a few mattes in this palette as well, but let me just see if I can. I'm going to be so interested to see if I can, once I've got the palette if I've got anywhere near it. And then I'll be doing a comparison with the real deal when it arrives. Is there anything in the Stars in Your Eyes palette? Good question. Shall we have a look? Very well. Very well.
Okay.
Palette. We don't want the curry palette. Does everyone know what I mean by the curry palette?
Yeah.
Jack knows. Some of you that have been following me for a long time will know what I mean by the curry palette. I'll show you the curry palette first.
Colour.
No, it's not a curry colour.
It tastes like curry.
I'll show Jack why. This is the curry palette. It was the first instant eye palette that came out, okay? There we go. Hang on. Right, Jack, come here. Come here. Come here. Sniff it.
What? Oh.
What's it smell of?
Curry.
Curry.
Curry and rice is nice.
It smells of curry and rice.
Curry and
Her
rice
palette
is
smells of curry, this one.
nice. Curry and rice is nice. Curry and
That's
rice
why
is
we
nice.
call it the
and
curry
rice is
palette.
nice. Curry
And
rice.
when I did a review on it, everyone started sniffing their palettes and they all said, oh my God, mine too. Have you got that palette then, Jess? Go and give it a sniff when you get home. Oh, that's a good tip, Gemma. Feel Unique. I've got many brands you can get 5% off. Okay, so I'm just using this on the outside, okay? And then, now we're sort of going for a reddy brown and we want to look at
Just
Stars
said
in Your
yes, I
Eyes.
will do.
Oh, that's a curry palette again, isn't it? No, it's not.
Just said yes, I will do.
Thank you. So this is the Stars in Your Eyes palette. If I mix a bit of that with a bit of the Vintage Vamp Enhanced shade, which is this one, Smoke shade, or Enhance actually, out. Charlotte's brand is included. That's brilliant. Right, so I'm going to mix this Enhanced shade of Vintage Vamp and the Enhanced shade of Happy Eyes, which has got a bit more red in it. Okay, so I'm going to build that up in the crease and see if I can make it look like Walk of Shame. Definitely overstepped the mark there. Let's put a bit more of that in there. And I'm going to put the other one over the top in a second. Let me just do the other one or I'll forget what I've done. So I've got to go back to Foot Health in 2 weeks' time. And I've got to Wenya. And I'm going to put this Enhanced shade from... Yes. The Vamp palette is a lot more purpley. You mean the one that used to be... So the Bella Sophia used to be called the Dolce Vita palette. 1 second. Dolce Vita, where are you? Dolce Vita. I said I was going to do a short live. I can always do another live tomorrow. Dolce Vita is more of a kind of brownie. It's more brownie. That's more kind of purpley. Can you see? This was the first palette I got. Dolce Vita was the second palette I got. And those were the 3 I had to have. So when I started my collection, I spent I spent about 2 days because I won some money and I decided I was going to buy a whole look because I'd won some money. Hello, Linda. And it took me 2 days to decide between Vintage Vamp and the Dolce Vita. And I bought the Vintage Vamp. Then when I got the next thing, I bought the Dolce Vita, but I didn't buy it as a set because it's got the same blush in it. So that's how I started to collect things. Once you've got one thing, you sometimes end up duplicating, so you can't really just buy the sets. It would be too expensive anyway. And you've got the mascara in each set, and you've got certain things that are going to be the same. So I bought the Vintage Vamp look. Then I bought the Dolce Vita, so I had the blusher that went with Dolce Vita because they both use... Oh, no. Dolce Vita uses a different blush, but Golden Goddess uses the same. Dolce Vita, for example. They both use Ecstasy blush. So, yeah. Linda's just messaging me on the Hangout. Can you tell Linda on the Hangout that I'm on YouTube? I think she thinks I'm on Instagram. Right. And then I'm going to just do the smoke shade from Vintage Vamp. I'm getting all confused now. Hello, Linda. Sorry I've confused everybody. Just to line my eyes. I'm trying to mimic what I think this new palette's going to look like. So I'm kind of mixing Vintage Vamp and a bit of other palettes to try and make it look. And then what I'm going to add is a bit more of that shade here, just to make it look a bit more red toned. I know I put a lot of it up, so I'll just add a bit more of that over the top there. That should do. And so tomorrow, when I do my first impression, I'm going to put this picture up next to see how close I got to it. Is the Wi-Fi going funny? Oh, no, not again. Not again. I thought it was too good to be true. Well, what do they say on the back? They say I've had mine for ages. I'm not throwing them out. They still work fine for me. None of them have... I've bought other palettes from Urban Decay, for example. I'm just going to keep going. Sorry, Linda. Now, I'm going to have to chuck it. It didn't last. It lasted less than a year. Sorry, Linda. I can't... Oh, no. I don't know whether to actually go onto my thingy signal, but I'll just keep going for a minute and hope that it resolves. Right, I'm just going to do some mascara and liner, etc, etc. And we'll have to... I tell you what else I could put in. A palette of pops. I'll do the palette of pops in a minute. Let me just do my brows quickly. I'll keep going. I haven't got the energy to mess about. Hopefully when I move, my Wi-Fi will be a bit better. Well, I can sort it out then anyway. It's good at your end, is it? Huh. So I'm just using this Legendary Brows by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in Supermodel, and as if you were watching last week, previously known as Cara D. And then I'm going to use my MAC Upward Lash, which is still going. It's not run out yet because I've been using other ones to try and get used to using them. But I love my Upward Lash and they've stopped selling it. Really, really annoying. Come on, Barbarella Brown. Where are you? Barbarella Brown, I need you. There you are. Gone very well, so. Smudge it in with my fingers. Take a bit on today. And then take it out of the at the side to give my eye a bit of a lift. I'm hoping you're all still with me. I'm not sure. I might be talking to myself. Won't be the first time. If the signal's not very good. You're still here. Oh, you're all still there. Have you ever seen that film, Shirley Valentine, where she talks to her microwave? Right, and then I'm going to put some of my favourite mascara on, which is Upward Lash. I don't know why MAC have stopped selling this, because I love it. I just love this brush. If anyone has a mascara that has a similar brush to this, could you let me know? Because it's just so good at curling up the lashes. Because my lashes aren't that short, it's just that they're straight. So when you curl them up, I can really make them look quite long. Goldfish face. See, one coat. Jack, darling. As you're in the other room looking at your iPad,
Yeah.
Could you turn the telly down, please? Because you're not watching it.
Okay.
Use the word. I'm going to. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Once this has run out, I'm going to clean it off, and I'm going to keep the wand. Because I think most of the time with mascaras, it is actually about the wand and not the actual formula. Oh, was that, did you both say it? Gemma and Linda? Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Definitely. Because it works so well. Very well, but I think that they just didn't market it very much. You hardly heard about Upward Lash. It was all about that other one, the thickening one. Ali, did you see a new CT palette is coming out? Yes, Walk of Shame. Do you mean Walk of Shame, Jackie? Have you just joined us, Jackie? Are you talking about something else, or are you talking about Walk of Shame? Because I was supposed to be doing a first impression of it today. Yes, I was supposed to be doing a first impression of it today, but they messed up and it's not here, even though I got next day delivery. So, no, don't worry. So what I've done, so just to recap for Jackie, is because it's not arrived. Ah, hello, Betkai, Elizabeth. Betkai, is it Betkai or Batkai? Hello there. Batkai, could you please email me your address, because I want to send you your parcel. I've been looking out. So it's aliemsbeauty@gmail.com. So aliemsbeauty, all as one word, lowercase, aliemsbeauty@gmail.com. Just email me your address, because I'm going to be doing all the parcels this afternoon. I haven't been very well this week. I've been in a lot of pain, but I'm going to be sending out all the parcels. Bye, Linda. Good luck. So I want to get yours in the post with the others. So if you could let me know your address, that would be great. Now, so that is my eye makeup done. I'll put a little bit of my NYX. I'll put the pink one just to brighten under my eye a bit. It's not going to be the same as Walk of Shame, but it'd be interesting to see. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Before I finish off this eye look. Great, brilliant, because I want to get your... Now, is it Betkai or Batkai? And is your first name Batkai or is it your second name? Because I like to, you know, when you said to me about pronouncing Omorovitsa correctly, I like to try and pronounce things correctly. So do let me know how you pronounce your name and which is your first name. Because I do like to, and if anyone else, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, YSL mascara, do you all like it? I adore it in colours. Yes, I've got the blue one. I haven't got the mauve one. Is it good? What do you think of Charlotte's Eye Cheat? Yes, I use Charlotte's Eye Cheat. It's here. I actually prefer the NYX ones. I do use hers a lot. I'll have to think. I find the NYX ones last a long time, and they don't come off. So you think the purple one's worth buying, is it then, Suzanne? I've got the blue one and I've been coveting the purple one. I'm after buying the coloured mascaras back to the 80s. Well, the YSL ones are good. They definitely are good. And they've got one in purple. I don't think they've got one in green though, have they, Suzanne? I haven't seen one in green. It says you've got a green one, a YSL green one. So sorry, back to Shoshana's question. I find the NYX ones last a long time. I'm going to have to think. I don't know whether Charlotte's last as long. But the other thing, the reason the NYX ones are not nude, they're white with a hint of colour, whereas Charlotte's one is skin coloured. And Charlotte says it's better to have a skin coloured one. It looks more natural. But if your eyes are a bit red and you look a bit tired, actually just white brightens up your eyes a bit more. And I think when you're looking from like a normal distance, if you're like that, then obviously it's going to look like white eyeliner. But normally you're not that close to someone. So actually, I don't think it makes a lot of difference whether it's nude or it's white. But she prefers nude. But it's not bad at all. I just think, you know, Charlotte's one is what, £16? These are £6. And they don't come off. Like waterline liners are often come off. You bought a green, so they do green. That's interesting. Right, let me put Walk of Shame. Did you bring my lipsticks, darling?
Wait, what?
You didn't bring my lipsticks over, did you?
You didn't ask me.
I did. It's on camera. I'll play it back. You said, yes, I know where your lipsticks are.
Yeah, I bring them to you.
Where? Where are they?
They were there and then I bring them to you.
So where are they?
I don't know, I gave the box to you.
Ah, you're right. I apologise. Sorry, I've gone and put them here.
That was on camera.
Yes, it was on camera. Sorry, darling. He's right. He did bring them to me. Right, we want Walk of Shame. Where are you, Walk of Shame? I know where you are because I have them in a certain order. Oops, I just missed some of that. Let me have a look. Sorry, I have to go to work. Take care. Take care, Linda. You can look at it later. I thought the name Elizabeth was lovely. Right, hang on. So I just bought a green. Batkai is my family name, and Elizabeth, it's like Elizabeth in English. So you can call me Liz. Okay. All right, Liz. It's like our queen is called, what do they call her? Her nickname is Lilybet. And my aunt was called Lisbeth. It wasn't Elizabeth. Her name was Lisbeth. Lovely name. All of them are lovely names. Elizabeth, Lisbeth, and Elizabeth. Right. I want Walk of Shame liner. So I have Walk of Shame liner. I'm just looking for it. So for those of you that just joined me, I've said that the Walk of Shame that we've got today is from Charlotte Tilbury for not actually delivering on time. Lisbeth is lovely. Never heard of Lisbeth. Yeah, my aunt, she's not with us anymore. She was lovely. She was very... do you know, I'll tell you who to give you somebody that reminds me of my aunt. My aunt was very kind of glam and had a very kind of... she went to Oxford and she didn't have her initial Wirral accent. She lost it and she talked like this. But she reminds... the person that reminds me of my Aunt Lisbeth is Charlotte's mother, especially if you've seen that video where she's talking about what she wears in the sun, Patsy. Have a look at it. That is my Aunt Lisbeth. And I looked at it and it made me laugh because it reminded me of her so much. So this is Walk of Shame Lip Cheat. And I wonder if she's going to be bringing out a Walk of Shame blush like she did with Pillow Talk. What do you think, ladies? But I reckon what would go with this is the Climax blush. So I'm going to put that on. Bet she's had a full life, yeah. I read an article about Charlotte growing up. It was very interesting. They, you know, as kids growing up, they went to a lot of clubs because their parents had quite an active social life. Right, and then Walk of Shame lipstick. And I'll just get my Climax blush. I didn't get the glossy one of this. Some of you, you know these Superstar lips that are more glossy. She brought out a Walk of Shame one. I didn't get that one. But that's Walk of Shame lipstick. And I want my blush. I've still got a lot of these things that were sent to me in the bag because I'm ready to move. So I don't want to unpack it all. I've kept them boxed up and stuff so that they don't get damaged. God forbid. That's the only thing I worry about with moving. Is making sure I get all my makeup. I'm not bothered about anything else. Obviously, my family, but not furniture or anything. It's like, as long as my makeup's okay, that's not going in a removal van, I can tell you. No way. Bye, Robin. I didn't know you had joined us, Robin. See you soon, Robin. Have I missed some of your comments? I hope not. Buy plenty of bubble wrap. Yep. Right. Climax blush. I think this will do because it's kind of... I'm not going to use the one with Vintage Vamp. It's too pink. So I'm going to use Climax because it's got more of a red tone to it. I'm doing my swishes first. So I think if you're my skin tone and you're getting Walk of Shame eyeshadow, then the Climax blush. I do think if you're fair that the Climax may be a bit dark for you, in which case I would go for First Love or Ecstasy would work. I think Ecstasy is a good one for a lot of looks. It will work with a lot of looks because it's got a bit of peach in it, but it's also got a bit of pink in it. So if you're unsure what cheek to cheek blush to get of Charlotte Tilbury's and you don't know what skin tone, you know, etc., get Ecstasy because it just will work with so many different looks. Do you think the Vintage Vamp eyeshadows will be unique or probably have duplicates like the Dreamgasm? Do you mean the new one that's coming out? The Walk of Shame? Because Vintage Vamp is already out. I think that question might be about Walk of Shame, is it, Jackie? So if you talk about Walk of Shame, it may have duplicates. I don't know. That's why I want to really test it out and do some comparison swatches. I think it's similar. Yes, don't worry. That's fine. I thought that's what you meant. I think they're similar to the Vintage Vamp. And I think also it might be quite similar to... Let me just find it. The one that I thought it looked quite similar to was, you know, her Icon palette that she brought out before. It looks quite similar to this first line and perhaps this one here. So, but when I get it, I'm not just going to do a first impression now. I'm going to swatch away and I'll do the comparisons in my first impression. Because I think that's what really everybody wants to know is, are there any similar? And definitely I want to swatch it with Dreamgasm as well. But that is my look. Let me do some highlighter. I haven't got any highlighter near me. Let me think. I'm not going to get... Just hold on a second. I've got some behind me. I've got my Film Star Bronze and Glow within reach. Yeah, don't worry. It was going to be too complicated to explain where it was, darling. But thank you. Thank you for offering. He'd make a good makeup assistant for sure. Because he knows where I keep a lot of my stuff. So I'm just going to use the highlighter from Film Star Bronze and Glow, this one. And I might be, when I move at first, I might be doing a lot of instant looking at palettes. Just because I only have to find one thing. Somebody just said something then. He's such a good lad. He is. He's very helpful. Just put some of this down the middle. So that is what I think it might look like. I think probably it's a little bit too much. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Before I go, I still haven't done it. I was going to get the palette of Pops in, I think it's Starlight, isn't it? Is it Starlight or Supersonic? No, Supersonic Girl. There's a warm one and there's a cool one with all the greens in it. I think it's... Let me check. Yes, this one. Now, if I put that over the top or that, then it's going to make it look more red, which will make it look more like Walk of Shame. At the moment, it's looking too much like Vintage Vamp. But let me just put... I might put a couple of these. So I'm going to put the palette of Pops, this darker one on. I'll just put that this side. Yeah, this is going to make it look a lot more like Walk of Shame, I reckon. And then this side. And then on the inner corner, I'm going to put a touch of that gold. Or actually, no, I'm going to put that one because that... Which one do you think is going to look more like the pop shade? That one's a bit pinky. That one's a bit goldy. What do you think, ladies? Shall I go for the pink one or the goldy one to put in the inner corner? Which one do you think's going to be closest to the pop shade in the new palette? The pink one, I'm going to call that the pink one and that the gold one. The pink. Any more votes? The pink. This one, are you asking what this one is, Gemma? This is a palette of pops. So they're all pop shades. And it's called Supersonic Girl. Came out last October. I think it was a limited edition. I don't know whether you can get it anymore. But they're all pop shades. So I'm just using the pink one inside there. There you are. Now, I'm going to take a photo of this close up. And tomorrow, hopefully, my Walk of Shame will arrive. And I will do that. And I'll put a comparison shot at the end so that you can all say it looks like a Pillow Talk shade. So that you can all say whether or not you think I got close to it today. All right. So thank you for joining me. And thank you so much for all your support. As I said, I really, for those of you at the beginning, I talked at the beginning a little bit about my pain hasn't been very good this week. And hence why I haven't managed to get everything in the post yet to you guys. So I do apologise that you've had to wait a week. But I haven't been able to get out as much as I'd like. And I'm going to try and organise that this afternoon and get all of those things in the post to you. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to hopefully have the Walk of Shame to show you all. And then I'll do that a first impression, but I'm going to do some comparisons so that you see that straight away and you can decide whether or not it's something that you want to get or whether it's something you think, well, actually, I've got the other palette and it looks very similar. So take care. Have a lovely day. And thank you again for all your support. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's Jack saying goodbye.